Hello everyone, welcome to Edufy. Today we are here with the next part of our series, that is doing understanding history with the help of MCQs. So let us see what are the questions. So first question is, which of the following statement best describe the objective of Buddhism? The options are worship of deities, attainment of moksha through rituals, liberation from suffering by ethical conduct, meditation, and wisdom, establishment of theocratic state. So, considering the context of Buddhism, why it was brought in, it was because in the 6th century BC there was lot of Brahminical dominance focusing on rituals. So Buddhism came in order to personalize this experience of religion. So therein, and the attainment of moksha, that was also that is not the target, but the focus is to attain the liberation from whatever the suffering man is going through. Buddhism focused upon the four noble truths. The first noble truth was that there is suffering in the world. Then he said, why there is suffering in the world? There is suffering because of the desires. Then Lord Buddha said that these desires can be controlled. How they can be controlled? Lord Buddha gave the eightfold path. So that is the gist of the Buddhism in the eightfold path, where it is focusing upon the rightful conduct, meditation, and wisdom. So answer here will be C, liberation from the suffering by ethical conduct, meditation, and wisdom. So that's the answer. Coming to the next question, Alamgirpur, the easternmost Harappan site, is located in present day. It is located in present day Uttar Pradesh. Near Meerut, Alamgirpur is located, and it is the easternmost site. So you have to tell which are the northernmost, westernmost, and the southernmost site. Next question, which site is known for horse remain in Indus Valley civilization, which itself is a debated topic, but recently some remains of horses have been found. So in Harappan context, not much is known about whether there was horse or not. It is very debated topic, but still where they have found this some of the remains of horses. So options are Lothal, Surkotada, Kalibangan, Banwali, and your answer is Surkotada. Okay. Next question. Ropar or Rupnagar lies on which river? Thus, it is a Harappan site, or you say Indus Valley civilization site. It is on which river? Satluj, Bias, Ravi, or Ghaggar? And your answer is river Satluj, which is a tributary of Indus River. Next, Banwali, that is also a Harappan site, differs from Mohenjo-daro and Harappa city because it is a very distinctive site as compared to other cities of Indus Valley civilization. And why it is distinctive? Because it lacks a citadel. It is oval shaped rather than rectangular. It lacks drainage system. It is a coastal site. So the answer here is that this is a oval shaped site rather than the rectangular pattern that is generally followed in the Harappan cities. Next question, which of the following site is located in Baluchistan? Baluchistan is in present day Pakistan. Is it Dholavira, Kalibangan, Lothal, Mehergarh? And your answer here is Mehergarh, because Lothal, Dholavira, they are in Gujarat, and Kalibangan is in Rajasthan. Which Harappan site is associated with a fortified citadel and mud brick house? Means the houses in that site is made up of mud brick, and there is usually in Harappan site we found burnt brick used, but in this site the houses were made up of mud brick, and there is a citadel, that is the higher part of any city. The city is usually divided into two parts, citadel and lower town. The higher part of the city is called citadel. So options are Surkotoda, Chanodaro, Alamgirpur, Rakhigarhi, and your answer is Surkotoda. Right? That is A. Next question. The southernmost site of Indus Valley civilization, that's like we have done, the easternmost site was Alamgirpur, and the southernmost site here is Demabad. It is there in Maharashtra. Answer is A. Next question. Demabad is located on which river? Same site, but on which river? So it is located on number C, that is Pravara river. Which Harappan site provides the evidence of rice husk? Lothal, Rangpur, Kalibangan, Harappa. And your answer is Rangpur. Recently discovered site, Rangpur. That's why we have put this question. Which site is currently matched with its present day state? Means out of this sites given and the states given, you have to tell which of them is the correct option, where they are lying. Kalibangan, Gujarat, no, it's in Rajasthan. Rakhigadi, Haryana, yes, that is right. Banwali is not in Punjab. Dholavira is in Gujarat. So your answer will be B, Rakhigadi in Haryana. Okay, next, I think you should also look at the map of the Harappan Indus Valley civilization. Which of the following pair is correctly matched? The site is given, the locations are given, and you have to tell why that site is important. For example, A is Sanchi. Is it, and you have to choose out of these which is correct. Is it the place of Buddha's death? Lumbini, Buddha's birth? Sarnath, Buddha's parinirvan? Kushinagar, the site of first sermon. So in this question, Lumbini is rightfully matched. That is, it is a place in Nepal, and it is the place where Buddha took birth. So answer is B, Lumbini. Another question: which Indus Valley site has recently been identified as possibly the largest Harappan settlement based on the new excavations? So here answer is Rakhigadi. It is being claimed that Rakhigadi is the new site which have been excavated, and it is the largest site of Indus Valley civilization. With reference to early Vedic period, consider the following statement. Pastoral economy dominated over agriculture. Yes, that statement is true. Vedic people consider cattle as their main wealth. Okay. First thing is, we have now transformed our question from Indus Valley to the Vedic era, and we will see that what changes were brought in the Vedic period. See, IVC was the phase of first urbanization in India. However, after the decline of IVC or Harappan civilization, which we call, we will see the rise of Vedic period. In this period, the focus, these people were largely cattle herders and rearers, and the focus was pastoral economy. They were not linked to urbanization. So we will see that first pastoral economy over agriculture was dominated, and it is right. Land ownership was well defined and private. Cattle were the main form of wealth. So here land ownership was yet not well defined. There was no private land ownership. There was community ownership even in the Vedic period. So here answer will be 1 and 3. That is A. Next question. Which river is mentioned most frequently in the Vedas? So we will see with the coming of Vedic age, there was writing of Vedic text also, as well as other Vedic literature. Now, one of the most important river that is mentioned in this Vedas, 4 Vedas that were written, Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Athar Ved, Sam Ved, and out of that, which river is most mentioned? It is Saraswati. In present day, it is not visible over the surface, but it is assumed that it is somewhere inside it has gone somewhere inside the ground. Okay, and it is considered as one of the sacred river of in Hindu mythology. Fine. Next question is, the term Gavishti in Rig Vedic society refers to battle for land, search for cows, cattle raids, religious sacrifice, tribal migration. Here the answer is B, search for the cows. Gavishti is term that is because cow and cattle were the main wealth, so they will search for cows and cattle to increase their wealth. So that practice is called Gavishti. Next question, which Vedic assembly functioned as a popular body that included women member also? Sabha, Samiti, Vidhata, Gana. So your answer is Samiti. There were two main bodies, popular bodies. There were two main bodies where discussions used to be held for taking any decision. One was Sabha, other was Samiti. So Samiti has involvement of larger section of people of the society at that time and included women also. Which metal was unknown during early Vedic period? See, we see the Vedic period is divided into two parts, early Vedic and later Vedic. Early Vedic is from this 500 1500 BC to 1000 BC, and from 1000 BC to 600 BC we will find later Vedic period. And in early Vedic period, people were not aware of iron. In the later Vedic period, that is from 1000 BC onwards, till from 1000 BC onwards, people get to know about the usage of iron. Next question. With reference to later Vedic period, consider the following statement. Agriculture became the principal economic activity. Iron technology led to the expansion into Gangetic plain. We just got to know that in later Vedic period, iron was discovered. So this is right. After discovery of the iron, there was cutting of trees, forests, which led to expansion of Vedic culture and the Vedic people into the Gangetic Valley. Next, tribal assemblies lost importance. Yes, that is also true. The importance of Sabha and Samiti will decline, and agriculture will become the primary activity. So answer here will be 1, 2 and 3. That is given in option number B. Next question. Which of the following terms denoted land revenue in the later Vedic period? So with the coming with more advancement of the cultures, we will see that in later Vedic period, in the later Vedic period, people will also start to collect tax in some form. So that term, taxation or revenue, land revenue from the, that term is denoted by Bali, Bhaga, Vishwas, Karsha, and your answer will be B, Bhaga. So this was the last question. I hope you like the series. Thank you very much.